What if I told you there might be a chance to reverse the cancellation of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix? In this video, we'll discuss the real reason Sabrina is being cancelled, as well as why there might be a method to convince Netflix to reconsider a heartbreaking decision. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and notifications turned on. So to answer the burning question in everyone's mind, why is Sabrina being cancelled but Riverdale isn't? Right now, Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa isn't having much luck with his Archie-verse shows because Katie Keene was cancelled just days before the tragic news about Sabrina's cancellation. This makes Riverdale the last standing Archie-verse show on Netflix. Many fans are confused by this, having witnessed Riverdale's fall from grace following its much-anticipated release. The show has taken far too many unexpected turns and has simply become absurd to believe. I mean, Jughead's supposed death, really? Riverdale's falling ratings and overwhelmingly negative reviews must have prompted fans to believe that if only one Archieverse show can continue, it couldn't be Riverdale, right? Sabrina has received critical acclaim and has a much more plausible plotline, but its termination does not imply that Netflix is favoring one show over another. There is one apparent reason Netflix didn't cancel Riverdale instead, and this is due to the fact that they just can't. Unlike Sabrina, which is a Netflix exclusive, at least for now, Riverdale is co-produced by the CW and American Network. Netflix just streams it internationally. As a result, the decision to cancel Riverdale is made by the CW rather than Netflix. Riverdale will continue to exist as long as the CW continues to profit from it through commercials that run throughout each episode. That is the primary distinction between TV production and streaming service production. At the very least, the fact that Sabrina is being cancelled and Riverdale is not doesn't mean that the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is worse. So, if Netflix can't cancel Riverdale but Sabrina is doing so well with the viewers, why can't they keep both shows? Well, this is all about money. Regardless of how well a show is performing, the streaming service has a habit of canceling exclusive shows during the third season or around the 30th episode mark. This is similar to what happened with Ozark and Mystery Theater 3000, both of which were canceled after 2 seasons despite receiving perfect ratings from critics and audiences. This is due to the fact that positive reviews do not always convert into increased revenue for Netflix. After 3 seasons, shows are considered to become substantially more expensive to produce because actors and staff tend to demand higher salary and bonuses when series are renewed for more seasons. So there's more money leaving Netflix vaults when they could just pick up fresh shows that would pique the audience's interest without having to pay as much. Netflix is also continually attempting to increase revenue by attracting new customers, and by the 3rd season, shows are no longer attracting new viewers. So while Netflix must pay greater salaries and bonuses, the series are unlikely to generate new revenue for the streaming giant. In reality, fans of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina are still fortunate to have 36 episodes to look forward to. That is the 7th highest number of episodes any Netflix dramas had. But all is not lost for those who can't get enough of Kiernan Shipka's Sabrina Spellman because the show is returning for a 4th and final part. The Coven may be saying goodbye, but not before they face the Eldritch Terrors in an attempt to save Greendale. All of this action, as well as Nick's final chance to win Sabrina back, will be packed into 8 final episodes, which are intended to bring some form of resolution to the story that has charmed many millennials and Generation Z viewers. Still, it is reasonable to say that not everyone is prepared to say their final goodbyes. More than anybody else, the show's creator, Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa, cannot believe it is all happening. Still, he was able to put up a message in which he thanked the show's fans for their support as well as those who worked to bring the story to life. He said, "Working on the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has been an incredible honor from day one. The cast, beginning from Kiernan Shipka as everyone's favorite teen witch, has been an absolute joy. I am beyond thankful for the crew, writers, editors, assistants, and everyone for pouring so much love into this dark dream of a show. I am also grateful to our partners at Netflix, Warner Brothers, Berlanti Television, and Archie Comics for letting us tell the story we wanted to tell the way we wanted to tell it. We can't wait for everyone to see part 4. Kiernan Shipka, the teenage witch herself, has been posting on Instagram about how unhappy she is that her Chilling Adventures are coming to an end. She has been posting images of the cast and crew, and one in particular is breaking fans' hearts with the phrase "Coven forever." Ross Lynch, who plays Harvey Kinkle, can't help but get sentimental as he reflects on all that has transpired in his life since joining the show. He wrote after uploading a series of photos, "Since the news that Sabrina isn't coming back, I've been looking through all my pictures from the last 2 years. We had some of the best times. I'm so happy I got to be part of this group. It was very special. There are so many great moments and pictures and stories I could tell, but for now, I'll leave you with these pics. Thank you, Sabrina Netflix." Even Jaz Sinclair, who plays Sabrina's best friend and powerful Rosalind Walker, became emotional when she realized this could be the end of an era. Not just for the show, but also for the friendships that have grown as a result of it. She added as a caption for an appealing candid photo she posted from the set, "What a glorious group of misfits. I am grateful for you all. I literally have hundreds of photos of beautiful memories with y'all. Mostly, I just want to prove that my friends are a bunch of beautiful weirdos." Miranda Otto's terrifying Aunt Zelda joins the tearful farewell party. Miranda did not forget to praise the main brand behind Sabrina as she reflected on the entire Sabrina experience. She said, "Got so many emotions, but I want to start here with the indefatigable Roberto. Without him, there wouldn't have been a chilling Adventures of Sabrina. He dreamt big and created an amazing world for all of us to play in. He brought together a stellar group of writers and directors, an outrageously talented design team, a fabulous crew, and took us on a transcendental ride. Thank you, Roberto, for casting me as Aunt Zelda. So much delicious fun." She ended the letter with the hashtag, "We don't thank you enough." These emotional outbursts are more than enough to drive fans insane. One Twitter user expressed outrage that Netflix is canceling a program with proper POC representation, LGBTQ representation, strong female characters, and actual storylines. Another Twitter user said that she is having difficulty dealing with the news. "It honestly feels exactly the same in his stomach as if he was just dumped," he added. Another user changed her Twitter handle to incorporate the hashtag RenewCAOS. She wrote, "You can't give up. The show and the fandom don't deserve this," followed by another hashtag SaveCAOS. Well, if more people spoke out like this on Twitter, there might actually be a chance that fans could literally save Sabrina. According to the website Digital Spy, any business would be wise to pay attention to what their fans are saying. Right now, there is outrage about the show's cancellation, but it isn't strong enough to make Netflix reconsider its decision. And yes, there has already been a shift. Sure, there's already a Change.org petition to renew the show, but even that's not yet gaining enough traction to blow up the internet. Remember how back in 2018, fans really saved Lucifer from cancellation, paving the way for a 5th and final season? Producers and executives apparently conduct a lot of social conversation mining on Twitter and Reddit to figure out what fans want and what they're looking for. In fact, this is how the streaming giant found out that more people would be interested in paying for a Netflix subscription if they could see the devil's butt. Luckily, Tom Ellis, who plays Lucifer, was up for it, and that is how fans got their way by being bold and rabid enough. And if Netflix is still unable to give everyone's favorite teenage witch another season, perhaps they might scrape enough for a special, similar to how Sense8 fans got an extra episode. Maybe, just maybe, fans might persuade Netflix to give them what they've long desired, a Riverdale crossover episode. After all, one of the things that makes the sudden cancellation even more sad is that Sacasa has been hinting for a crossover in Season 5. In his farewell tweet, he practically stumped all over the fans' already bleeding hearts by saying, "Part 4 is our best yet, and Part 5, Witch War, would have been amazing." This tweet alarmed many fans because, well, if Part 5 would have been fantastic, what does that say about how Part 4 is going to end? Are we going to be left with a massive cliffhanger that will weigh on all our shoulders for the rest of our lives? It's unthinkable, yet there is one possible way Sabrina could be saved from eternal damnation: cancellation. Her chilling adventures could be aired somewhere else, like maybe back in the CW as originally planned by its creator. But if this option is even remotely possible, fans would have to have boatloads of patience while waiting for the 5th season. According to Deadline, the standard Netflix contract prevents shows like Sabrina appearing on other networks or streaming platforms from anywhere from 2 years to 7 years, depending on the show. For now, at least fans can bury their noses in the pages of an upcoming comic book that will continue the chilling adventures of Sabrina. Now that you know the truth about why Sabrina is getting cancelled, there's only one question to ask. Is your coven up to the task of trying to save the show we all love? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time on the channel. Goodbye!